3 दिन पहले ही we've just thought of it that abhi things are looking better, things are opening up. Tara Sutaria, who's a debut. There's Vijay Deverakonda from Hyderabad, who's it's his debut as well. And हर साल ऐसा लगता है कि we've that this is our best shot till date. But I'm nervous at every shoot. Yeah. Shot Ritik's first portfolio before Kahuna Pyar Hai. He got the movie because of my portfolio. If you ask him even today, John will say that I was the first person to encourage him to become an actor.
Dabboo Ratnani is an ace photographer in showbiz who needs no introduction. His annual calendars are one of the most anticipated collection each year. This year, we had to wait a little bit longer due to COVID, but finally, it's all set to roll. And we already have seen some breathtaking stills from the shoots of Vicky Kaushal, Vidya Balan, Abhishek Bachchan, and more recently, Sunny Leone. So, Dabboo sir, welcome to SpotboyE. First of all,
Thank you.
This year you won't have that kind of the large launch party and everything is being so virtual.
Right.
So is it a bit weird because you have been following this trend for like more than 20 years now?
Yeah, it's very weird for me because a calendar का जो impact होता है, the way you see the blow up, the launch happens, all your media friends come in, actors come in one by one. So I think that energy is very different. But I was waiting for the longest time. We've been calendar's been ready since the past few months, but never seemed the right time because her time laga ke we can't take the risk. And secondly, we don't want anybody to be falling sick and and be a part of get all the actors there and then turns out to be and also secondly the whole situation was so grim and sad that we didn't feel like really celebrating and putting a party out there so it didn't feel right. So I thought that although we've shot the calendar, people must see the images and jaise aapne kaha, it's a tradition since the last 22 years. So I didn't want to break the streak of not releasing a calendar. And so literally 3 दिन पहले ही we've just thought of it that abhi things are looking better, things are opening up, let's do a virtual launch. And so then the idea came up of going to speaking to all the actors and talking about the shot. Jo media ka kaam tha, what you all used to ask the actors at the launch. So I'm just bringing it onto the lives and just asking them about working with me and stuff like that.
So like you shot all the photo shoots that happened were between the first and second wave. So will we see kind of like some masked pictures or some of the effect of COVID in any of the shoots?
Only in the behind the scenes because we all were masked.
Okay.
And honestly, ऐसे लगा नहीं था कि it'll go on for so long. COVID. Every after the first wave, we thought, okay, we've victorious and it's going to go soon. And never expected it'll go on for so long. So I thought mask pictures will be outdated ho jayenge. If people see it in November, December in 2021, end of the year, mask pictures will look out of place. They will not look like it's look like अरे 2020 का क्यों आपने masks अभी रखा हुआ है. So I felt that although 2-3 actors we discussed it, that okay, should we do like something to do with the COVID, but we didn't want to glamorize COVID. And secondly, I was hoping that it doesn't stay on for so long.
Everyone hoped it would be over by now.
Absolutely, yes.
So this year, who all are part of the series? Like we know four of them. The shots are already out, but who else is
there? Additionally, there's Tara Sutaria, who's a debut. There's Vijay Deverakonda from Hyderabad, who's his debut as well. And then we have Tiger, we have Akshay Kumar, we have Shah Rukh, Ritik, Aaryan, then we have Saif. They're all my people who I do a lot of work with through the course of the year, except for these 2 debutants who have made it. And Vijay also, we had shot together once before, and even Tara I've shot one magazine cover with long ago. So and then we have Ananya, we have Kriti, Pariniti, Alia Bhatt. I mean,
Yeah.
all my people who I work a lot with,
Yeah.
Shahrukh, yeah, Ritik.
Okay. Okay. So, you have been doing this for now 22 years. So, does it
Right.
become more fun each year, or does it become a little bit difficult because of the pressure of expectations from people?
I think pressure is more in my head
Yeah.
because I want to outdo my work. I
Hmm,
want to outdo what I've done in so many years. I
hmm,
don't want to, disappoint anybody, and no more than that, not disappoint myself. I think creativity, should show, as in it should
yeah.
look like evolve हुए हैं इतने सालों
Hmm,
से. It should look like concepts कुछ नए आ रहे हैं.
yeah.
Also, I think it becomes a pressure for the actor sometimes
Hmm,
क्योंकि अरे हमने ये कर लिया, हमने ये कर लिया, अभी अभी क्या
hmm,
करें,
hmm,
and हर साल ऐसा लगता है कि we've that this is our best shot till date,
hmm,
and then again we say okay, now how to outdo this in the next year. So it
yeah.
becomes, I think it's a fire that keeps me alive, that keeps
Hmm,
me going, for
yeah.
the last 22 years, and it's my
Hmm,
26th year in the industry. So
hmm,
I don't feel that it doesn't feel so long, to be honest. It feels like the Josh is still there. It feels
yeah.
like the energy is still there. I'm fired up. I want to, create something new.
Hmm,
So even like getting all these actors live, I don't think it's सबके बस की बात नहीं है. I
yeah.
think, to kind
Totally
of
agree.
get them for the launch, get them for the calendar, to get them for a live.
Hmm,
I'm very grateful that they trust me so much,
hmm,
and I'm really grateful that that they give me this opportunity, and it becomes more like a creative satisfaction for everybody.
yeah.
It's more about, it's completely non-commercial. No one
Hmm,
makes money out of this. So
hmm,
it's literally that okay, इस बार क्या नया करेंगे, इस बार क्या concept करेंगे. So it's
yeah.
literally about the creativity, and it's about putting out a great picture out there.
Hmm. Okay. So, is there a theme this year to the to the series calendar?
No, I don't do thematic calendars.
Okay.
I
Hmm,
do mostly that try to shine so
hmm,
that the actor shines,
yeah.
and also my photography. There's a variety in my work
Hmm,
because क्या होगा कि it's there for 1 year on
hmm,
people's desk. So today if I do
yeah.
a theme,
Yeah.
and then to convince every actor to try and fit to that theme,
Yeah.
फिर theme hero हो जाता है.
Hmm,
And then it's all about the theme. Then you're trying to restrict my creativity to kind of fit into that space.
yeah.
So although मैंने एक बार theme calendar किया था
Hmm,
in 2007, where it was water was my theme, but in
yeah.
that space now I felt that it did not restrict me because water was Ritik falling into the pool. It was Kajol throwing coffee into a swimming pool. It was Mr.
Hmm,
Bachchan giving water to a doggy. It
yeah.
was a tear in John's eye.
Oh.
So what with water,
Hmm,
you could really. Then there was one
go all
underwater shot with Bipasha. So there was like with water, like literally, there's no. I think Acor calendar I can make with a
out.
water theme. There's so many
Okay.
ideas with water. So
Okay.
in that also, Preeti Zinta was washing my motorcycle. So we go quite crazy with our
Yeah.
shots there.
So, every time you shoot any actor, take it Abhishek or Shahrukh, you have been doing that for 22 years for them. So,
Correct.
every year, where do you bring that inspiration for each actor? Do you take inspiration from the kind of work they are doing or their
Yeah,
personality?
I honestly I see the kind of look that they are in at that point.
Hmm,
So if it's for instance mentioning Shahrukh, so Shahrukh when he was shooting for Rahis, he
hmm,
had the whole beard and that whole messy hair. So
yeah.
I thought of a theme which is more grungy and more sexy and more in that rugged space. Because वो mental space में he was already there. So I
Hmm,
said let's do something very different.
yeah.
Where we do this whole bearded look, this
Hmm,
grungy look, and we set up like a big tire shop, like old tires, and and we made him in a black gunji, all black with these all black tires. So
yeah.
it turned out very well, and we shot it in black and white.
Hmm,
So with that, then Shahrukh has also done, some when he was clean shaven, we done a new look with him. With Mr. Bachchan, also, we keep trying with all of them. They because it's a non-commercial project. Everybody is ready to experiment. Like with
yeah.
Alia, with Sunny Leone, also with
Hmm,
Akshay Kumar. I mean, these are all super experimental actors who we
yeah.
work with. And Akash, because it's a non-commercial calendar, you cannot force anybody to do it.
Yeah.
So whoever's happy to be a part of it, I'm happy to feature them. It's not like I try to defer ke, someone's getting paid and someone's not. It's all, everybody's doing it for the relationship. Everybody's doing it, for the bond that we have, and to be a part of something creative. To me, this is my form of art. They say everybody does certain work for a non-commercial reason. Certain, like some artists put up galleries, like put up an exhibition in a gallery. Some people publish a book. For me, this is every year. This is my form of art because I'm not making any money. In fact, I'm funding it because जो भी printing का cost होता है, जो भी production का cost होता है, I am paying for all that. So, but all the makeup people, hairdressers, stylists, everybody just does it for the passion of the project.
And like I understand the concept wali cheese because when I saw Vidya's photos from this year, like Shani is releasing and the photo is out in the wild, so it kind of corresponds to that a lot.
Corresponds. So the mental space, because when I think of ideas, I see what kind of space they are in and something that will really excite them. Something that that let's do this. So मैं 4-5 concepts सुनाता हूँ उनको and they say अरे I've not done this, let's try something like this. And honestly, a lot happens at the shoot also. Means you may go with one idea. So initially जब ये Vidya का short plan किया था, like you mentioned, I thought that we'll do it sitting alongside the tree. But when we went there, I looked at the tree and I say low angle, so I think we should try standing. You look towering over here. So a lot changes and at the shoot itself. So we are sometimes ऐसे shoots होते हैं कि exactly ऐसा ही करना है, and sometimes you have to go there and just experiment. But either ways, you have to be planned. As a photographer, you cannot go unplanned. You have to, decide your ideas. In that space, वहाँ कुछ उससे अच्छा निकल गया, great. But अगर you should not go blank at a shoot. This is for the advice for all the photographers watching out there, who want to be shooting models, actors, any kind of people. थोड़ा सा planning, mental ideas. Although with the same actors, I've been working for so many years, or if it's a new actor, like say Vijay or Tara, for this instance, I still, although I've not shot much with them, I'm still thinking, okay, this is my first shoot. It has to be something deadly. It has to be something that people say, wow. I mean, so also I think that energy at the shoot, the music you play, the ambience you create, the energy you have with the photographer, the way you vibe with the actor, all that plays a lot when you're shooting with people.
Yeah. And talking about that, like with people, like suppose Vicky, you have shot for a couple of years now, or Abhishek, you have shot for 22 years. Like with them, you have a vibe, you have a bonding connection that every time would reflect over the photo shoot. But when every time you feature someone new, like this year, Tara and Vijay, that vibe is yet to sink in, that is yet to be set up. So do you get that kind of nervousness of shooting them for the first time, how it would turn out? Every time
people will not believe me when I say it, but I'm nervous at every shoot. But it's just that people think, "Arey, itna kaam kar liya hai, why will he be nervous?" But it's true, and I think it's a good nervousness because you want to keep proving yourself. You want to keep. So today, even if I'm shooting with Shah Rukh or Akshay for the 1000th time, I want to say कि आज कुछ नया try करते हैं. I go with that mental space. That I bought a new light, I bought a new reflector, I bought a new lens, I bought something. Let's try this with Akshay, or let's try this with Mr. B, or Mr. Or with Shah Rukh, or with Alia. I mean, Alia also, since she's come into the industry, she's been a part of all my calendars. So with everybody, it's true you have to create a vibe, but I think it's a lot happens when with how you behave at the shoot also. I for me they are like friends. I don't go with a mental space ke I'm starstruck, or for me it's more like to be honest. And Ritik had told me this once, that when you and I shot Ritik's first portfolio before Kaho Na Pyar Hai. He got the movie because of my portfolio. his dad actually called me and said, "आपके photos देखे मैंने and I've decided to make a movie with my son." You know, so and he told me, "You always stay honest with me." You know, from that time till now, till our last shoot together. You know, he will not. He knows when all these actors, you know, have had so much experience in the industry. They know that when someone is fake and when someone is just, you know, हाँ में हाँ मिला रहे, you know, and some. So it's so for me. I've been honest with everybody. I also, you know, there are many times when we do an extremely sexy picture, whether a guy or a girl, you know, and later they have a feeling that, is it looking too much? How will the people react? Let's not use this right now. बाद में देखते हैं. And if they didn't want to use it, I never use it. That was the last time anybody saw that picture. So that trust is built over the last 26 years. It's not from today. So everybody says, you know, I get a lot of messages when I post to say a simple picture on Instagram or on Facebook. People say, "ये तो बहुत simple photo. It doesn't look like a Dabboo Ratnani picture." But you know, but the thing is that it's not about always having a creative. Sometimes a great close-up. Sometimes it's, but the expectations keep going higher and higher and higher. ये तो मैं भी कर सकता हूँ. But it's not about just getting that one picture. It's about reaching that level and keep delivering. The point is that in these 26 years, you know, to survive, you have to keep pushing the game. You cannot stagnate. You cannot be just happy with हाँ काम चल रहा है. Because actors also should feel that something new, something different, some energy in terms of कुछ नया कर रहे हैं. Otherwise, you know, it's going to get very boring and they want to move on to someone else to try it.
But like these Gen Z actors mainly, they are like come from the social media generation. They have been out there from the starting. So are they more easier and fun on camera because they have kind of that first-hand experience, not with the professional, but still on their own? Does they become more fun and easier on camera?
They are fun, definitely. They are very fun. They're very professional, experimental. But like I said, you know, for me, itna farak nahi padta. I mean, the rapport and the relation that I have with them, you know, it's whether, you know, whether it's you're shooting with a stalwart or whether you're shooting with a newcomer. And I put in as much effort, as much, you know, I put in as much energy in both the kind of pictures, you know. So for me, I think, you know, like how you have a vibe at the shoot, I think that's how they perform as well. You know, you have to bring it out of, like how a director will tell you कि मुझे ऐसा scene चाहिए. Now that actor can do it in 10 different ways, but what the director brings out from the actor, each director will tell you to act differently. So similarly with every photographer, I think it's important that you convey your message to the actor that I think I want to see it in this space. When he starts performing, because they have the experience, because they use their kind of space, their mind, they'll take it to the next level. So with the newcomers, it's exciting that way, because you know, when you work less with them, they bring a lot to the table. They say, let's try this, you know. So it's a good merger, you know. So one thing I'll tell you, for all the photographers who are watching out there, that you have to be technically very sound, especially when you're working with celebrities or sports stars or anybody for that matter. You cannot experiment with your lighting or be unsure about something and waste the time of the actor. अगर कुछ करना है, आप shoot के पहले वो prepare कर लीजिए. You know, don't waste the time. The actor is going to come to you for those specific amount of hours. You know, you can't afford to waste their time. Being quick, being fast, being exactly clear in your head will work to your advantage. You know, so even with my calendar shoots, why I think they also enjoy it, that the maximum, the longest shoot maybe 15 minutes.
Okay.
It lasts anywhere between 3 to 15 minutes. It's not long because we are prepped.
Yeah.
We are ready. We know the concept. We know everything is ready. Props ready hai, background ready hai, lighting ready hai. And so because I've delivered for so many years, they are very happy to kind of do it for me, you know. And if they stopped enjoying the process, they would have stopped shooting with me. But the fact is that if they are doing it for so many years, means they also get a kick out of it. They also get some high out of it.
Yeah. So, like, now you have shot with so many people. Whose photos would you say are the most difficult to choose from the set, as they are all so great, each one of the snap?
It happens with all actors. It happens with all my shoots. Really,
Okay.
what happens uh, is that when we are actually in the shoot now
Mhm.
and we are having a great time, I just go click, 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 and the better the shot is happening, the faster I start clicking.
Yeah.
So we always have so many pictures that we are spoiled for choice. It
Yeah.
happened 3 days ago. I was shooting with Vidya. Same thing happened.
Hmm.
When we were shooting with Vijay for the calendar again, same thing. अरे ये use करें या ये use करें. Vicky Kaushal also means
Yeah.
till the last minute we were deciding should we use this or should we use
Yeah.
that. So now thanks to social media we can use those outtakes as well.
Yeah.
Earlier एक खाली desk calendar होता था.
Hmm.
It used to go on that one picture. Now we have the opportunity that once the calendar is out, we can even release multiple expressions of the same
Yeah.
outfit as well. So
Okay.
I think that's a good thing with digital and social media.
Okay. So, like, who is your favorite person to shoot? That will be, I know, a difficult question, but still.
Very difficult, very difficult. I can't name one person. Really, honestly, I can't choose a favorite. And for especially for the calendar,
Hmm.
it's like choosing from one kid from the other. I can't choose like that because, like I said, from my side, my effort is 100%. Like I said, I'll give you an example. The first time I shot with Ranbir Kapoor or Sonam, when they were doing Sanjay Bansali's film,
Yeah.
before they released, before the movie released, I did their photo shoots, and for me, I put in as much effort that I would have shot with any superstar, so they love that, okay,
Yeah.
that he's taking me seriously, he's taking me, or for Hrithik also, for the first portfolio, to be honest, he didn't tell me he's Rakesh Roshan's son. So जब भी first portfolio के लिए आया था, he just told me that I need to do a photo shoot, and he was junior to me in school, so we had some kind of a link from there. So then he said that you were in Scottish. I said, yeah, I think I've seen you there, and मुझे portfolio करना है. And he came to my house and he showed me the clothes, and he didn't tell me anything about being what's his second name. He just told me Hrithik.
Okay.
And after the shoot got over and Rakesh Roshan called me, that's when I realized that he's Rakesh Roshan's son. So, but Hrithik was really happy that I didn't discriminate ke agar star ka beta hai, I'm giving him more attention. I gave him as much. And today that friendship has lasted for over 25, 26 years. So I feel that whether you're shooting a newcomer or a top star or anybody, that effort, and don't make them feel like they are newcomers. Make them feel like they are stars from the beginning of the year.
Okay. But who is like the most fun person behind the scene?
Behind the scenes, fun person, I think Akshay. He's very fast. He's quite crazy. He can do any masti. Abhishek also.
Yeah.
They are like a lot of they're pranksters, both of them. Akshay and Hrithik. And then also who's very spontaneous is also is Varun Dhawan.
Okay.
He'll do a lot of spontaneous stuff. Then like Vicky Kaushal also. I think he's very when she gets into the zone of shooting, it was like Kartik. Yeah, Kartik also is very photogenic. And he makes great pictures and he really gives time for a photo shoot. I mean, he'll say, "Acha, yeah, let's do this." And when he's enjoying it, they want to do more. Today, क्या होता है कि half the time you hear that actor doesn't give you time. Here with them, they give me more time than I require also.
Yeah.
हो गया, अरे let's do one more. चलो. So we end up doing extra shots, and that's why my social media is always active. We have always some pictures to post sometime or the other.
Something
And
new,
a lot of people haven't seen and people haven't seen my past work. So I use the platform to kind of show my work that I've done in the past, the journey of these 26 years. I get a lot of requests from photographers, from youngsters asking me, how this was shot, which is the best camera, which is this. So I try and reply to all of them as well, so that they can kind of see a mentor in me like that.
Yeah. Okay. So is there any incident from like this year's photo shoot that happened behind the scenes that is kind of remained memorable for you?
Uh, this- so there is like you know, yesterday when I was doing a live with Abhishek and I was doing a live with Sunny today as well.
Yeah.
You know, we kind of, even with Vicky, if I don't know if you saw the live, but it was like we speak about each and every calendar shot that we've done together, each and every shoot that we've done together, because there's always something very candid and memorable that stays with us. So, like last year when we were shooting Vicky, we were shooting in December, and Thandi ka mausam mein I put him in a pool which was on the terrace of a building. So it was so cold, the water, that he was like literally he was shivering. We had to give him coffee, like it was so cold, the water. But still he managed to look really sexy and hot in the calendar. So this year we gave him a leather jacket and let's say that okay, keeping you warm from the last year. So there's always some, and in the sound bites also they give us that when you hear it, like with John. John also, I think we got some amazing shoots. John was literally the same story as Ritik. He was junior to me in school, and he came to me for a portfolio, and he wanted to become a model in those days before his modeling days.
Yeah.
And he said, "You think I have the looks? You think I have the face to become a model? I have a job with an ad agency." So I'm the reason why he quit his job from the ad agency, and the reason why he became a model and an actor as well. If you ask him even today, now John will say that I was the first person to encourage him to become an actor, and to become a model, because he thought that will he get work? Will I? Do I have that kind of face which will work in the Indian film industry, in the Indian modeling scene? So I'm one of the first few people who kind of gave him an insight. In fact, even Abhishek, when we were chatting with yesterday, he's saying that I mean, they kind of remind me of things that they've remembered from each and every photo shoot of mine, and they have those memories, and they have that in their head. So when we were talking, he said that while we were talking, we realized that the first time I even put water spray in his hair and styled his hair, and he remembered that.
Yeah.
So he's saying you're the first person. I think you touch my hair more than I touch my hair. So even with Ritik, now when we did the one of the calendar shoots, so I said, I'm going to get you a tattoo artist, and I'm going to get you a hairdresser, and I called Alim Hakim for the first time for my calendar photo shoot. Saying, really, men can use hairdressers? So I said, yes, you can, buddy. I mean, so he says, wow. I mean, so pehle kya hota tha in the 90s and everybody, male actor used to have only a makeup person, no hairdresser. The hairdresser trend has come much later.
Yeah.
And I think with the men, so Alim said, I'll do most of your calendar shoots. And till date, we've been working together since those days.
Yeah.
Even Ritik has been like part of my calendar for 22 years. 21 years, because we've been shooting, because the first calendar, 2000 mein nikla tha, was an all-women calendar. After that, 2001 onwards, he's been in all my calendars. Ritik, Shahrukh, Akshay, Aishwarya.
Yeah.
Kajol did a lot of shots. Kareena has done a lot of my calendars.
Yeah.
Mr. Bachchan has been obviously in all of them. So I've had a lot of people who've been, once they start doing the calendar, they always want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And every year, then we have to see everybody's dates, availability, what kind of look that they're. Sometimes they are in a look which they cannot reveal till the movie releases. So then some actors back out. Then we add one or two newcomers as well, and also we like to add 2-3 new names every year to kind of change the list also. We kind of
bring some freshness.
Brings out the freshness. So even John's picture this time, he was shooting in Lucknow.
Okay.
And he was shooting in Lucknow, and I just messaged him, John, let's plan something interesting for the calendar this year. So in 2 minutes he called me. I said, listen, I'm in Lucknow. I have some time here. You want to come? And one and a half day later, I flew to Lucknow and did the calendar shot. So it was like that, So sometimes it's just meant to be. It just happens.
So like this year's calendar, if you have to briefly describe in a statement or a word, what would you say?
My best work.
Okay. Yeah.
And my best work. And every year we feel that same energy, same thing. I feel year after year that I think this is one of my best calendars, and then the year next we say how to outdo that, you know. So
Yeah.
I think it's my best work. I think it has a lot of variety,
Mm.
and it's got a lot of newness. It's
Mm.
very today, and you know, and to be honest, during this lockdown, we had the pictures with us for so long. I've been staring at them. से इसको कैसे improve कर सकते हैं, इसका tone कैसे change कर सकते हैं, इसको black and white में देख लेते हैं, इसको color में देख लेते हैं. So sometimes ऐसा भी होता है कि when you go for a shoot, you think you're going to shoot the shot in color and end up using in black and white. And sometimes it's vice versa. You shoot it in thinking in mind that ये black and white होने वाला है, and you end up using in color. So John's picture is that. John, we thinking we shot with black and white. It'll look better in black and white. But when he saw the color, he said, "No, no, yaar, color is looking better."
Okay, okay.
So it happens.
Yeah. So, if I'm not wrong, you chose Vidya's image to be the opening image this year for the calendar, right? The first image that you put out.
Yeah, I put it up. Yeah, of course. I mean, I didn't choose it. She chose it because she gave me the earliest date. I said that I want to do this live. I want to start, and I planned these 3 days, 4 days. Mein jabhi bhi aapko time hoga. So she said I have the time on this particular day.
Okay.
And so it was meant to be. She was on a John shot first in Lucknow, and then hers was the second shot, and hers is the first reveal.
Yeah.
So I mean, we have to work with, obviously, you know, because for actors, photo shoots is just one of the things. They have 5 million things to do, you know, so they have to plan their schedule as per that, and you know, and you need to be mentally in that space also. So whenever you're ready, whenever they're ready, I'm ready for them.
So when is the whole calendar gonna be available to everyone?
Within a week, I think within 4-5 days.
Okay.
We're trying to elongate it, thoda, giving it to everybody.
Giving a little bit of tease every day.
Tease, yeah. So in about 4-5 days, I think maximum a week's time, they will all the pictures will be out there.
Okay, okay. So like lastly, in your live you had said today's live that you have already started planning for next year. So how long does it take to plan a calendar for?
So usually what happens is that in the normal world or normal scenario, we used to go for like a summer holidays because abhi bachcho ke school just closed, so we have June, July as holidays. So usually I used to finish the kids like an annual holiday, and then come back and start conceptualizing for the next calendar. And then whenever you get the dates, say like September, October, November, we used to keep shooting. You know, so it's not like to get 24 actors, you're not going to get it all back to back in 1 month. It's going to take 2-3 months to kind of work on the concept too. So I start planning it usually July, August, I start, my concepts are ready. Then September onwards, we start shooting usually.
Okay.
But, and we are releasing this time in June. So, you know, and, but like I said, you know, we didn't want the opportunity to go. We didn't want to break the streak, and it had to be in a row. So then I spoke to some of the actors, then they luckily have agreed to come on the lives and, you know, unveil it for us.
So like next year's calendar is also going to be a big surprise.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But,
like your t-shirt, surprise.
Oh yeah. Exactly. So thank you so much, Dabboo. It was amazing talking to you. Can't wait to see the rest of the calendar. It looks breathtaking.
Thank you, Akash.
Already. Thank you so much, and hope to speak to you again soon.
For sure. Thank you so much. Take care. See you.